I thought that we should highlight a very important story today. Today marks
the fifth
year of Leah Sharibu being in the hands of those Boko Haram terrorists. So many questions here. Is the government playing like they don't know that this girl is still held in captivity, or is it that we just forget?
It is shameful, Oji, that 5 years after and 2 kids in that captivity, it looks to me like everybody, has thrown up their arms in the air, giving up on the case of that young girl who was taken away at 14, for which the whole world was united in condemning the act. It's not something that should be left to just the NGOs and our family. You can appreciate the pain that the parents of Leah Sharibu, and her siblings will be going through on a day like this, 5 years after. They've not seen her. We're only hearing stories about the fact that she has had 2 kids for one of the commanders of abductors. But then government is carrying on like it's okay. Let's move on. I think that you can't move on. Those who have invested their time in remembering her have done very well. Those who have produced, songs, poetry, everything that will make Nigerians remember a day like this should be commended. And I'm sure that, throughout today, in spite of what we're going through in the country, in spite of the fact that politics is in the air, in spite of the fact that elections are coming, people will remember, because it's part of what the current government will be assessed by.
Absolutely.
The assessment of the Buhari-led administration. And the governors in those areas, Yobe, Kaduna, all the areas that have had issues, major issues with banditry, with terror, with kidnapping, those are the things that Nigerians will use in assessing them. So no matter what you say, especially when you begin to claim that you are senior advocates of the masses, the case of somebody like Leah Sharibu is important. Be an advocate of a Leah Sharibu, because there are many Leah Sharibus that we still need to protect, so that what happened to that young girl will not repeat itself.
What is Leah Sharibu's story is that she decided not to renounce
her faith. Absolutely.
And because of this singular act, she's still been held hostage. I know her parents have not forgotten her. We at Arise News have not forgotten her. Every year we will keep advocating to make sure that she is out and free. I mean, all of those stories that we've heard, whether she, is married to,
We can't even begin to use the word marriage.
We can't. Because she was too young. This is something that, you do with consent. Absolutely. And, when you talk about the fact that we are nearing, 6 more days to election season, we have to also realize that a lot of the issues raised here is the fact that people will be voting on religious lines and ethnic basis. And this is one of the things that we need to understand, that if we are not coming together as a nation to remember this young girl who decided to stand for what she believes in, then what are we as Nigerians? That really is the topic here. And, we just pray that she comes out alive sooner than later.
She's the face of courage.
Absolutely.
She's the face of perseverance. And I think that Nigeria should not continue to fail her. Because we have failed her already. Absolutely. And I think that a soothing word today will go a long way from the authorities to say that we still remember you and we'll do everything possible within our power, to have you released. You can't be seen as government channeling your energies into politics alone. Remember people. People have human rights. People have the right to, to their life, to good living. Leah Sharibu is an example of why Nigerians must never lose their voices.
Absolutely.
It is important.
Absolutely. Well said, Steve. We hope she comes out alive.
Absolutely.